And let's continue with the 8th chapter of Mary Poppins Comes Back. It's called Balloons and Balloons. Mrs. Banks gave Mary Poppins grocery money, a pound note, and whatever change was left. She was allowed to spend. Jane and Michael watched her spend what appeared to be all of the money, and now they have come to an entrance to the park they've never seen before and are speaking to the very old balloon lady. And we will pick up from there.
"Ah, my doves and doves," she cried. "They don't understand you any more. Nobody but the old woman understands your old-fashioned now. Nobody wants you." "We do want one," said Michael stoutly, "but we haven't any money. She spent the whole pound note on—" "And who is she?" inquired a voice behind him. He turned, and his face went pink.
"I meant that you, he began nervously.
"Speak politely, if you're betters,"
remarked Mary Poppins, and stretching her arm over his shoulder, she put a half-crown on the balloon woman's tray. Michael stared at it, shining there among the limp, unblown balloons.
"Then there was some change left over," said Jane, wishing that she had not thought so crossly of Mary Poppins.
The balloon woman, her old eyes sparkling, picked up the coin and gazed at it for a long moment.
"Shiny, shiny king and crown," she cried. "I haven't seen one of these since I was a girl." She cocked her head at Mary Poppins. "Do you want a balloon, my lass?"
"If you please," said Mary Poppins with a haughty politeness.
"How many, my dearie duck, how many? 4?"
Jane and Michael, almost jumping out of their skins, turned and flung their arms round her.
"Oh, really, Mary Poppins? Do you mean it, one each, really, really?"
"I hope I always say what I mean," she said primly, looking very conceited. They sprang toward the tray and began to turn over the colored balloon cases. The woman slipped the shiny silver coin into a pocket of her skirt.
"There, my shiny,"
she said, giving the pocket a loving pat. Then, with excited, trembling hands, she helped the children turn over the cases.
"Go carefully, my dearie ducks," she warned them. "Remember, there's balloons, and one for everybody. Take your choice and take your time. There's many a child got the wrong balloon, and his life was never the same again."
"I'll have this one," said Michael, choosing a yellow one with red markings.
"Well, let me blow it up, and you can see if it's the right one," said the balloon woman.
She took it from him and with a gigantic puff blew it up. Zip! There it was. You would hardly think such a tiny person would have so much breath in her body. The yellow balloon, neatly marked with red, bobbed at the end of its string.
"But I say," said Michael, staring, "it's got my name on it."
And sure enough, the red markings on the balloon were letters spelling out the 2 words, Michael Banks.
"Aha!" cackled the balloon woman. "What did I tell you? You took your time, and the choice was right."
"See if mine is," said Jane, handing the balloon woman a limp blue balloon. She puffed and blew it up, and there appeared across the fat little blue globe the words Jane Caroline Banks in large white letters.
"Is that your name, my dearie duck?"
said the balloon woman. Jane nodded, and I'm going to pause just there for a second.